that actually could have ended a lot worse. It's maybe about like 3 seconds after his last attack before he queues up another attack. Depending on proximity and stuff like that. That far away he would have definitely dashed at us, and he did, but we just like got out of there like just maybe 1 or 2 frames before he hit us. Second Indiana Jill sequence done. This puzzle is a little bit of a pain. Yeah, like if you push it too far towards a wall, but the thing that I find more aggravating is the thing in the center. You have to push the statue over it a specific number of times before it will actually rotate. If you push it too far over, if you don't push it like far enough over, sometimes even though you don't mean for it to happen. So we have to push it like another half push, so Jill doesn't get pushed around automatically. Because it would have taken longer than the half push. We're gonna have to do the same again here. It's 100% consistent, you just like can't miss up there.
Magic.
That thing, we're not exactly sure where it goes, but it looks important, so we'll take it.
Had to do a lot of work again.
Just a hunk of metal.
I mean, that's not the only thing that she did that seems a little bit sketchy. I mean, she did go all the way back and forth through a city to get a battery out of a statue,
So Black Tiger can react one of 3 ways here. He'll either do a spin in place attack, or he'll do an automatic spit. Fortunately, he like turned around like trying to lock onto us, and we managed to get enough headway before he spat because the hitbox on that is actually really wide. We have to go back to the item box. This is going to be the last item box that we actually need to access. Wait a minute. Something's not right. Yeah, there we go.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, that's pretty important. I can complete the run without this. What are you talking about? Destroy the tyrant with my bare hands. That's about the only thing that I haven't done in this game yet, but I bet I could.
You challenge. Weapons.
Yeah, like Carcinogen said before, on Real Survival, the item boxes are not connected.
Right, so if I dropped that there, that would have been
big time waste.
you would have realized later that
more like it would have made for a very embarrassing ending. But yeah, because Real Survival, you can't store items for later use.
Kind of like
You have to be very choosy about when you pick up your first aid sprays. And things like that. But fortunately, those cranks are no longer useful. So here's a new area of the game that was not in the previous one. You encounter Lisa down here. This is the second time you encounter Lisa Trevor. You can manipulate where she appears. It all depends on which angle you trigger first. And I decided to hit that camera angle there.
It's Boshy time. Fuck yeah.
Costs about a second to do. And just get her to spawn over there, because if you try to just run straight past Lisa, then it's very random whether she will swing forward or whether she will do a 180. I did not want her to be doing any 180s because I didn't feel like burning my first aid spray that quickly. I'd rather wait until I'm like on my way out before I use that first aid spray. We're just sending a crate with a broken flamethrower. There's an awful lot of seemingly useless items that you pick up somehow have a use later. Even broken flamethrowers are among those.
At this point, Jill is probably just willing to accept anything. She's like,
Right about here is actually where I could take a hit. Please swing forward. Thank you.
Ooh, that's so good.
yeah.
As long as we don't get caught in a choke point. Very huge.
It's so funny how before you skip
Now we're
the
stuck
cutscene,
down here.
you just see her, you see him leaving.
Just like bye.
Deuces.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out to the remaster community for all of the crazy new route changes that have been found since this game came out. Pretty much before Remaster, it was just me, and there were a lot of things found in routing this game that I would have never even thought of, like skipping the grenade launcher in Real Survival, stuff like that. Collaboration is the name of the game.
It's Boshy time.
So going back through here. It's gonna be the last time we encounter Lisa for the rest of the game. Definitely. Just gonna lock her down here.
Say, hey, what's up, man?
So we're probably gonna take a hit. And by probably, I mean definitely. Please don't 180. Thank you. Okay, good. It's fine. I needed to use that first aid spray there anyway. It probably would have taken a lot more time to just dodge her.
Here I come.
Can you actually
Yeah. She's supposed to be a bulletproof monster in chains, but because she's like the source organism for the G virus, she also has a lot of regenerative capabilities. So you can shoot her a bunch, but then she goes down, and there's like a recovery period that she goes through where you can like get around her, but then she'll just get back up no matter what, so you cannot kill her. The best you can do is hope that you can never see her again.
Yeah, RNG in Resident Evil games is a problem, but as long as you have the skill and the knowledge, you're fine.
Yeah. Just going out the cabin, heading back to the mansion. Kind of the same way we did before. The only real difference is there's an extra zombie towards the graveyard going through here.
Thank you.
Another one coming up.
We don't pick up the Magnum either because that costs like a full 3 minutes to get. Even though it just annihilates bosses, it's really not worth the time loss. Even giving up the other weapons. I think now's a good time for another donation, actually.
Well, that's a good thing because we have an anonymous donation of $1,000.
Holy moly!
Anonymous says, this stream is all about saving the game, saving the frames, saving the lives. So I guess I need to join in on the trend with Save the Animals.
is.
We have another anonymous donation for $200. He says, "Read me. I donated." Okay. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's probably already a video with sure it's all his family. Hey, Grandma, look at this. Here is my donation.
So this hunter, he'll just scream at us like an idiot again. We just got through this door. He just paused while we fumbled around with our key, turned the lock, opened it. I'm leaving that light on. Thank you, game. Hello?
Game, please.
Jill, please.
Jill.
Oops. He's just gonna spawn by the door again. He's just gonna scream one more time. That's one of the fortunate things about hunters in this game, is they are very passive until after the scream, in which case they are actually kind of a problem. So the only place that they are really a problem throughout a speedrun is in that staircase that I wanted to save my game for, just in case something really bad happened. Because if I got slashed on the stairs, then there probably wouldn't have been enough room for me to run towards the hunter and avoid the instant kill.
It'll never stop being funny.
Shout out to WC.
It's Boshy time. Damn it. It's Boshy time. It's Boshy time.
Feels like not
Too
cool.
slow.
Sounds
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Also, I totally lied. We're encountering this.
I'll show you.
This is usually the biggest run ender of most categories.
It's actually not that bad as long as you push with a specific pattern. But also, you have to help Barry because we're not going to take his Magnum. We're just gonna be like, yeah, here, give it back.
The chance that
Sonic's the name. Speed's my game.
that defeats the purpose of everything we just did right now.
Of course,
that
that's right
down.
at the end of the game, or close
Yeah.
to
She's
the
kind
end.
of at a choke point there. It's a little bit dangerous. But we're
Very
gonna.
pleased.
Okay, thanks,
Very
Barry.
pleased.
Oh, God. That's actually pretty. Oh, wait.
Thank you, Barry.
That's actually good. If she falls on the ledge like that. Oh, oops.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Barry. Oh, wow.
The
Barry.
real MVP.
Barry's not usually that
Oh
helpful.
my god.
I almost botched that.
Emo.
You almost
emo
jinxed it.
mind blown. I was like this entire time. What's happening here?
Yeah, Barry's like, nah, just kidding. I'm actually going to save you. Thank you, Barry.
It's Boshy time.
B
That
is
was
for
good.
Barry. It's also for Bro.
Peace in my head. That's never gonna stop that fun.
All right. We have to save Barry and Chris because that's how you get the best ending.
Right.
There, if you there's an option that Carsey skip past really fast that you can take Barry's Magnum, but if you do that, then Barry gets killed.
And on top of that, we don't fight the true last boss either. So it would have made the ending to the game very anticlimactic. Well, it's an anticlimax either way. It just would have been like, that's it. So here's the entrance to the laboratory. This is the final section of the game.
Get all the achievements.
Yeah. I thought it disabled notifications, but achievements are pretty important, I suppose. I kind of needed those on for this run.
Gotta get them points, man.
Anyway, so the first zombie, a little random, but he's actually being really aggressive right now. Did not expect that. That zombie doesn't activate until he like sees you, or until you hit that camera angle. Sometimes it'll start a little earlier, but generally will not.
How did all these features get to work? They have to collect the air now. Is every time, like,
I think that's bad. There's actually only one bathroom in the mansion. They kind of have to backtrack past that dead body every time they need to use it.
Man, I hate Mondays.
No, the password is not what you think it is.
You should input it anyways.
Oops.
You can actually input that with,
Yeah.
with the mouse.
Yeah, there's also a little Easter egg here. If we actually wait, no, it's if we put in the code from the original game, that you're supposed to. If I can spell it right, there we go. You get tofu. That's Tofu, who is like a character they put into Resident Evil 2 to test the hitboxes, and also unlockable as a bonus character in Resident Evil 2. Basically just a walking hunk of bean curd with a knife. I played as Tofu in AGDQ 2014. So let's see. We have 9 shotgun shells left. I'm a little bit worried about how the nitro run is going to turn out. Items. But I absolutely need to take out the Chimera coming up here. Might actually save my game for this one. Probably a good idea. No, not there. So we have to push this 3 times because we need this last box of shotgun shells for the final boss. We've also succeeded in picking up every single box of shotgun shells in the game because it's the only way to actually be able to speedrun this category. Because you only have exactly that many shotgun shells, and you are going to use every single one of them.
In fact, that used to be a GameCube.
Yeah, in the original, oh wait, no, I'm not going that way. That's a terrible idea. Uh-oh. I just realized I was actually, like, fairly low on health, so I actually did not want to go back that way. I just kind of do that out of force of habit. In what we're attempts, just like push the thing. Push the shelf, take the hit from the Chimera, and go.
So I guess you are playing the American version with Japanese subtitles to save some time.
Yes. Well, it's like, Japanese subtitles no matter what.
It was actually Japanese. The voices were Japanese as well. Like, you know, the tank, the shark tank. So
Yeah.
it's actually better.
Japanese voices are actually exclusive to the Japanese version of the game. This guy for a sec. Okay, there we go. So, the Chimera coming up here. Because we're actually really low on ammo, I'm gonna try to take him out with defense items. Please jump up. This is actually one of my favorite defense items.
Fireworks.
He's just gonna hang there. Actually, I'm gonna wait a second, because this is actually pretty funny.
We killed that guy because
Yeah, because he actually, because you could actually die in one hit. There's a very strong chance that you will die in one hit with the nitro canister. While it's actually very annoying to get grabbed by chimeras in the middle of a run, it's actually really worth it if you have a stun gun, as you just saw. So the mechanics for the nitro canister run, if any of you are familiar with it, they've actually been changed in this version of the game. For starters in hard mode, you can only run 2 steps at a time with the nitro canister before you explode.
right. So, you get
So
this
yeah, you can't.
canister.
Yeah, you can't read. Like obviously we can't read it because it's in Japanese, but it gives us a warning here saying that running could cause us to explode. So I only try to run whenever I'm going in a straight line here. I try not to move with the left analog stick because that's really risky. I'm not really. I don't really have as much control over when I start and stop.
You should
Unless I'm
change
using the
race
D-pad.
on the FPS as well.
No, but it does carry over between rooms in the HD remaster. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I should actually probably count the steps, but not really. Okay, so I have to walk because the effect carries over. It doesn't in the original GameCube version, but so stairs.
Well done.
Oh my god, it's just...
Finish him.
Family Guy episode.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Almost safe.
Fatality.
We're safe.
Should be like 7, 8, 5.
Yeah, basically if we like ran any faster or if we got hit by any enemies, then we would have exploded and the run would have ended right there. So unless I set that up, it would have ended very poorly. And there's the last mode disc we need to use. Because this came out like on a Nintendo console originally, as Fierce KO mentioned just now, the Magneto Optical Disc consoles are actually GameCubes in the original GameCube version of the game, or on the Wii version actually, but they took them out for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC releases.
Oh, it's someone at Sony was like, there's no way we're putting
I actually thought it would have been really funny if they missed that.
Well, ices and stuff.
Would have been a lot to explain to the good old boys in Kyoto.
Well, there was like, you know how Tales of Symphonia is originally a GameCube game? They made a PS2 version of the game. There's an Easter egg like that you cannot, like it's really far. Like in a bookcase, there's like a GameCube like holding some books. He actually transferred to the PS2 and the PS3 version. So I was like, that's kind of fun.
Wow. So, we're coming up on the penultimate boss fight here. There's Barry.
Yeah. Hi, Barry. Thank you for being so helpful.
He was actually really helpful during the Lisa fight, but if he didn't chime in there, I actually would have gotten clobbered. Oh man. I was actually kind of scared. Some days even I get scared. Alright, so spin around. 1, 2, 3, stick left. Hit this camera over here, down, 1, 2, 3, 4.
True Resident Evil fashion. The bigger and stronger you are, the slower you move.
Yeah,
Or so you think.
Broken, man.
I don't know, he was just cooped up in that test tube. God knows how many
Just
months.
stretching. He just gets out, and then people just start shooting him. Like,
Yeah, so just like kind of lazily walks towards you, it's like, oh hey, I got one of these. I'm just gonna swing it around. Maybe hit you, maybe I But yeah, since Barry lived, Wesker slammed the other round, and now the engine is exploding.
It will die. It burns.
because Resident Evil.
Because Wesker did not
Success.
because Wesker did not get killed by the Tyrant, he just like kind of got knocked down and kind of played dead for a second, just long enough for him to escape the room.
Trying to save the most
Now we have to go
useless
rescue.
character
We have
of
to
the
go
run.
rescue Chris before the end of the game. In the PS1 version of the game, you can actually go to the Switch, and you can find Wesker's corpse. Because the PS1 version, obviously, they didn't bring Wesker back until Code Veronica. Yeah,
It never gets old.
sliding down. Just another day. Another day in the life of Jill Valentine. Sorry about the wait, Chris. So we're almost done with the game. I think we can do like maybe one more donation.
Yes, we have an anonymous donation of $175. I'm almost 40 and have a PhD, but I've been gaming since ColecoVision on cassette tapes. Watched every AGDQ and SGDQ. Yeah, I'll applaud that. Been watching all the GDQ since 2011, but this is my first time donating. Saw the live Mike Tyson Punch-Out record on GDQ last year, so put this towards the blindfold race.
I actually did not see that coming. One more safety save here because this actually does have a chance of failing.
Success.
And we're coming up on the end of the game now, within a few minutes, so. Just a progression to the helipad. It locks us out of progressing unless we have one item slot free. Because we need to have one free for the rocket launcher. But that's okay. We don't need much any of that. But I'm trying not to get hit. Anyways, so the Tyrant goes down. Well, it takes 18 shotgun shells to prompt Brad to drop the rocket launcher. If you don't have the shotgun or you're like really low on shotgun shells, you can wait until the timer hits around 49 seconds to pop off the flare, and then Brad will drop the rocket launcher at 30 seconds left. But that's obviously way too slow. So 1, wait and see what the tyrant does now. Okay, that's actually really bad. Barry will die if he gets hit again. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, here he comes. Nope. Okay, there's our... Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh god, is he gonna... Oh god, he's gonna spin around. Nope. Okay, good.
Yeah, they copied basically this boss in Resident Evil Revelations.
Okay, get ready for time. Wait for it. Wait for it. And time.
Good work.
Okay, that's good.
Success! Success!
What's the final time?
1:35:30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Gotta look at the game time though.
Yeah, it's about like, I don't know, 7 minutes off of my PB. But I also
Now
played
they're
really
sharp.
safe.
So it's a ridiculous explosion.
Yeah.
The shark is dead now. Oh well, people. Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Nothing matters to Barry. Just checking my gun. Danger's not over yet.
Right. This is only the beginning.
And the end. Check the final game time. Yeah, it's almost over. Check the final game time. Yeah.
Jill, you did a fine job.
1:34:54. Okay.
What we call non-stop.
All right. So that's it.
And thank you very much, Carcinogen, for that incredible run. RNG wasn't too bad, I hope. All right, so that was Resident Evil HD Remastered by Carcinogen. Next up, we're going to have Stryker and Denzel Glovington playing Super Star Wars at the start of the Disney game block. You got a whole bunch of donations here, so I'll go ahead and read a few. Der Heiter donates $50 saying, hey guys, first off, I want to thank all the runners and promoters for doing such a great event. First time watching live, and I have to say it's great. Save the friends, save the frames, kill the animals, and most importantly, defeat cancer. And I'm going to turn it over to the next host, LLK. Thanks very much for hanging out. If you're watching on the stream, keep donating. Make this the best AGDQ we've ever had. Till next time, stay safe, stay free, stay metal. Jake the Ernie Guy out.
Sonic's the name, Speed's my name.